Hey y'all, thanks for stopping by. So it's that time of year again. It's the Grammys for Gamers are right around the corner. The Game Awards will be on December 7th of this year, so mark your calendars if you want to watch it live. It's been going on since 2014, where they basically, the guy who started it, Jeff Knightley, he's been doing video game sort of media stuff for a while now. I remember seeing him on G4, but Spike TV also did some stuff with him, and yeah, he just wanted to do like the Grammys for gamers, a game award ceremony that wasn't like owned by one of the publishing companies. And admittedly, their advisory committee does have some game giants in it. There's CEOs for Activision and Epic Games, and I mean, Hideo Kojima is on the advisory committee for them as well. But you also have tech giants, AMD CEO Lisa Sube, thank you for my graphics card. She's also on their advisory committee, and they're not supposed to be there to like pick the games they want. They don't have to pay to put games up, but it's just about being impartial and choosing the most enjoyable product for what they nominate and how they vote. Now, there's some controversy with the nominations this year regarding a game that some people say is missing from the Game of the Year nominations, and that's Hogwarts Legacy. Came out in February of 2023, and I I don't think the game was snubbed for a nomination. There's some people who are saying it was because apparently Jeff Knightley doesn't want to get embroiled in a political battle because of the boycotts and protests that happened with that game. You know, the I mean, J.K. Rowling wrote it. She owns the IP, and people will say that anything that is connected to her is going to fund her. There were, it was a mess when that boycott was happening. The things that people were saying about each other and the videos that were being produced, and all that aside, I don't think any of that has anything to do with why it wasn't nominated. I just think that this year has been insane for video games comparatively to what we've had recently. I mean, just considering February of this year, Sons of the Forest came out and Metroid Prime. Like, I don't think Hogwarts Legacy was even the best game of February. That's not to say it was like a bad game or anything. It looked good when it was running right. And the combat system, it's not like it was bad or anything. I could argue, I'm sure plenty of people could argue it maybe got a little repetitive in places, but it's like, it was, I mean, it was an alright game. It looked fine. The traversal system was fun and all that. But if it was nominated for Game of the Year, like, if you think it was snubbed, do you think it would have won if it was nominated? And if you don't think it would have won, why do you think it deserves a nomination? I asked Twitter that question this morning, and the results of that are kind of what I expected so far. It's about a 15% yes, it should have been nominated, but it's about 2% people who saying it would have won. So I don't think it really. I mean, I think even when you press people on that, they'll admit that there have been better games that came out this year. I mean, Baldur's Gate, Alan Wake 2, um, Breath of the Wild, or Tears of the Kingdom, I guess, those games were huge and they played well and they were really enjoyable. And admittedly, you had some bugs with Baldur's Gate. It's Larian Studios. What do you expect? But they ran really well too. It was a good product that we all got. So, can you really compare that? I don't think it not being nominated has anything to do with the boycott or, political pressure or anything like that. I just, when you put it up to all the games that came out this year, it just isn't Game of the Year material. And I mean, this has nothing to do with J.K. Rowling or anything like that. If you like Harry Potter, if you liked that game, this isn't me like, oh, you're bad at media analysis. Like, I don't care what you enjoy. Have fun with video games. I will say, if you haven't played them, the Lego Harry Potter games are really fun. The Lego games are usually fun, but they really got it with that one. So if you haven't played that, check it out. But as far as the game of the year specifically, or the game awards in general, again, that's December 7th. Mark it on your calendars if you want to watch it. But I guess until that ceremony and until we see who actually wins, y'all try to have a good day.